gonna start off with prepositions. Okay, so we say in a line, in a row, in a queue. Okay. Okay, let me make it bigger for you. In a line, in a row, in a queue. Can you repeat?
La fila, ¿no?
Yeah.
All the
same meaning. In a line, in a row, in a queue.
Okay.
We say in the sky, and we say in the world. Okay, in the world. In an office, in a department. And we also say in a book, in a paper. Okay, if we say in a paper, we mean newspaper. In a magazine, in a letter. We also say in bed, in the country, in the countryside. Okay? Okay. Can you read this here? Can you read this?
When I go to the cinema, I like to sit in the front row.
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 In the front row. Okay, next one.
Yeah, James isn't up yet. He's still in bed.
Next one.
It was a lovely day. There wasn't a cloud in the sky.
Next one.
I just started working in the sales department.
Next one.
Who is the woman in that photo?
Next one.
Have you seen this picture in today's paper?
Okay, remember, when we say this, in paper, we mean newspaper, okay? We don't mean a piece of paper, okay? Sorry. Let me move this. Alright. Okay, so we say on the left, on the right, also possible, on the left hand side, on the right hand side. It means exactly the same. We also say on the ground floor, on the first floor, on the second floor, on the third floor. Okay, when you talk about building, we say on a map, on a menu, on a list, and on a farm. Okay, can you read this here?
In Britain, we drive on the left or on the left hand side.
Next one.
Our apartment is on the second floor of the building.
It is on the second floor of the building. Next one.
Here's a shopping list. Don't buy anything that's not on the list.
Okay, the last one.
Have you ever worked on a farm?
Wonderful. Okay. We also say on a river, on a road, or on the coast. Okay, we say on a river when you talk about the city around the river, okay? Not what's inside the river. If you talk about inside, we say in a river. For example, Budapest is on the river Danube. Or the town where you live, is it on the coast or inland? And also we say on the way. Can you read this?
We stopped to buy some.
Stopped.
We stopped to buy some things in a shop on the way home.
Wonderful. Okay. We also say at the top, at the bottom, or at the end of something. Okay? So for example, you can say at the top of the page, at the bottom of the page, or at the end of the street here. Yeah? Can you read this?
Write your name at the top of the page. James' house is at the other end of the street.
Okay, I'll do that later. Okay, in English we say in the corner, at the corner, or on the corner. Okay, So this and these two, they are different. They have different meaning. So if you talk about a room, we say in the corner. Okay, so it's in the corner of the room. If you talk about street, for example, we say at the corner or on the corner of the street. Okay? Okay, can you read this?
The TV is in the corner of the room.
And this?
There is a small shop on the corner of the street.
Okay. Okay, now we're gonna say, we're gonna talk about the difference between in the front, in the back, at the front, at the back, at the front, on the back. Okay, so in English, they're different. Okay, let's just start with this. When we say in the front or in the back, we usually mean of a car. For example, I was sitting in the back of the car when we crashed. Okay, when you talk about a building or group of people, so we say at the back or at the front. Okay, for example, can you read this?
The garden is at the back of the house. Let's sit at the front.
There you are. And last one.
We were at the back, so we couldn't see very well.
Okay. When you talk about books or letter or pieces of paper, we say on. Okay, so on the front of the book, on the back of the book, on front of the piece of paper, on the back of the piece of paper, etc., etc. For example,
I wrote the date on the back of the photo.
There you go. Okay, you gotta practice. So here we have about 10 pictures, 10 images, okay? You need to describe what you see.
Vale.
So for example, here number 1, so there's a woman here, and the question is, where does Sue work? So this woman's name is Sue, so Sue is short for Susan, by the way. So you could say she works in the sales department. Okay. Okay, number 2. Sue lives
in the building where her flat exactly. On the second floor.
Exactly, on the second floor. So she lives on the second floor. Number 3.
Where is the woman? Woman standing. At the corner of the street.
At the corner of the street, yeah, or on the corner. Okay, so you can say either one. Both are correct. Wonderful, wonderful. Okay, number 4.
Where is the man standing in the corner of the room?
There you are, in the corner of the room. Okay. What about number 5?
Where's the cat? At the stairs.
Okay, but where?
On the top.
No, not on the top. Different preposition.
At the top.
At the top of the stairs. Okay. So remember, we always say at the top. At the top. All right. Number 6.
Where's the dog? in back the car.
In the back of the car. In the back of the car. Wonderful. So scroll down. Okay, number 7.
On the picture.
No. So she's in the picture. Okay, she's in the picture. Let's say, but that's not the question. The question is, where is she in the group?
In front of the picture.
No, incorrect.
On the front.
No, at the front. She is at the front of a group of people. Okay. So we are not talking about the picture. We talk about the group of people. Okay, inside the picture. So yes, you're right. She is in the picture, but she is at the front of the group of people in the picture. Okay, number 8.
Where is the post office? On the left, in the street.
On the left. Or on the left hand side. So it's on the left of the street. On the left hand side of the street. On the left. Number 9.
Where is she sitting? In the back row.
In the back row. Row. In the back row. Okay. Very careful with the pronunciation of this, because if you say row has a different meaning. Row means an argument. An argument, yeah? If you mean a line of people, you have to say row. Okay? Number 10.
Where does Kate work? It's work, no?
Work, yes. Where does Kate work?
In the farm. On the farm.
On the farm. So she works on the farm. Okay? So remember, we say in a city, in a country, on a farm. Okay? On a farm. Okay. Let's try number 2 here. So here we have a group of words. For example, the West Coast, the front row, the world. And we need to combine this either with in, at, or on. Okay? For example, number 1. It was a lovely day. There wasn't a cloud in the sky. Okay, so we say in the sky. Number 2.
In most countries, people drive on the right.
On the right, yeah. Number 3.
What is the tallest building in the world?
In the world. There you are. In the world. What is the tallest building in the world? What is the tallest buildings in the world? Good. 4.
I usually buy a newspaper.
So for example this. Yeah.
On the way to work in the morning.
In the morning. So on the way to work. So we say on the way to work, on the way home, on the way to the hospital. Yeah. Number 5.
San Francisco is in the west, on the west coast.
On the west.
United-
Sorry, on the west. So?
Coast.
Coast. Good. On the west
Coast.
coast of the United States. Mhm. 6.
We went to the theater last night. We had seats in the front row.
There you are. In the front row. 7.
I couldn't hear the teacher. She spoke
Quietly.
quietly,
Quietly. Yeah.
quietly,
Mhm.
and I was sitting in the back of the class.
Nope. Different preposition. Not in.
At the back.
At the back of the class. There you are. At the back of the class. 148.
I don't have you
Address.
address.
Mhm.
Could you write it on the back of this card?
Okay. Good. Let's move on. Okay. So we're gonna talk about expression you can use. Okay, so I'm gonna read the text for you. I know it's a little bit blurry, but you.
I see it.
Okay.
I see it.
Okay. So first I'm gonna read it. So listen to me, and later you're gonna read. Okay. Okay. And after a hard week, I was hoping for an early night, but I ran into an old friend who was in town for the weekend. And he was keen for a night out. So we popped in for a drink at the Blue Room. Then we went on to a seafood restaurant just round the corner. Seafood's not my cup of tea, usually, but I quite enjoyed it. I offered to go halves, as I always do when I eat out with a friend. But Carl insisted on paying, as I said I put him up for the night. We ended up in a bar until 1, so it turned out to be quite a late night after all. Okay, can you read it?
Wait. And after a hard week, I was hoping for an early night, but I ran into an old friend who was in town for the weekend. And he was keen for a night out. So we pop it
Yes.
in for a drink at the Blue Room. Then went to a seafood restaurant just round the corner. Seafood's not my cup of tea usually, but I quite enjoyed it.
Enjoyed it.
I offer to go half, as I always do when I eat out with a friend. But Cole insisted on paying us. I said I put him up for the night. When we ended. We ended up in a bar until 1. So it turned out to be quiet.
Quite
a late night after all.
Okay, so let's talk about early night and late night. Okay, so early night or an early night means you go to bed early. On the contrary, a late night, it means you go to bed late. Okay? As simple as that. So you can eat out. Okay, so that means you go to a restaurant, you have dinner, etc. Yeah. So that's to eat out. to go to a restaurant. And for example, if you are in a street, you can run into someone. For example, imagine you go to a supermarket, I don't know, Mercadona, and your neighbor is there, so you can run into your neighbor. Okay, it means you meet someone by chance, without any planification. Okay, so you run into someone. Okay. Another expression. Okay. Just around the corner. Just around the corner. That means it's near. Okay. So if something is just around the corner, so that's the literal meaning. But basically means it's a place that is near your house. Okay. Okay, very good expression. Not my cup of tea. Okay. If you say something is not your cup of tea, that means you don't really like that. It's not really what you like. Okay? You don't really enjoy it. So in English, you could say, it's not my cup of tea. I don't really like it. Okay? So in his case, he was talking about seafood. So that's seafood, okay? Okay? So we call this seafood. Yeah? Seafood. Do you like seafood? Yeah. No, it doesn't have to be. It could be prawns, in general. We talk in general. So seafood means this kind of food, okay? Seafood, octopus, mussels, prawns. We call that seafood in English. Okay, go house. So if you go house, or rather in the plural, go halves, it means you share the price. You pay 50% and your friend pay 50%. So that means you split the bill. Okay, so you split the bill or you go halves. So imagine, for example, you go with a friend and you order a couple of beers and the bill is €5. Okay, so if you go halves, you pay $2.50 and your friend pay $2.50. Okay. Okay, put someone up. Let me see if I can see a good example. No, I don't see a good example. Okay, if you put someone up, that means okay, if you put someone up, that means you let a person to sleep in your house. Okay, for example, imagine you have a friend from a different city. Okay, your friend go to Valladolid. Okay, you don't want your friend to spend money on a hotel, so you could say, I can put you up in my house. So that means I can let you a room or a sofa, whatever, and you can spend the night in my house. So you put someone up. Okay, end up and turn out to be, basically that means the same. It means in the end. Okay. Okay. Anyway, Here you have definitions, so you can have a better idea. Okay, can you read the definition? So, for example, an early night.
A night when you go to bed earlier than usual.
Okay, and the opposite is a late night.
Opposite.
So that means you go to bed late. Okay, next one. Run into someone.
Meet someone you didn't plan to meet.
Okay, another option. Bump into someone. It means exactly the same. Okay, a night out.
An evening you spend out of the house enjoying yourself. Also a day out.
Yeah. Pop in.
Make a quick,
Quick, fast.
quick visit to see someone or do something.
You can also say pop over or pop around. Okay, that's also possible. So if you pop into a place, that means you go there for a short time. Okay, just round the corner. Nearby,
not far away.
You can also say it's close by. So a place is close by, it's near. Okay, not my cup of tea. Informal.
Informal, not what someone likes or is interested in.
Go halves.
Or two people share the cost of something.
Okay, eat out.
Eat in a restaurant. Eat equal
Eat at home. So yes, you can also say eat in. So that means you don't eat out. It's the opposite. Put someone up.
Let someone stay at your home for a short period.
Short period. Okay, end up doing something or end up in a place. You can use either one.
Find yourself in a place or doing something without having planned it.
Or turn out to be something.
Happen in a particular way, especially one that you did not expect.
Okay. We're gonna try number 2 here. Okay, so you have to choose the option that makes more sense. So for example, number 1. So let me do number 1. How often do you have an early night? That's what we say. Okay, number 2.
How often do you eat out?
Perfect, wonderful. Number 3.
Do you normally go halves when you go out with a friends?
Number 4.
Are the restaurant just round the corner from your house?
5.
How often do you put people in for the night?
Up, yes. So we don't say in, we say put someone up. So you put someone up for the night. 6.
When was the last time you had a night
out? Okay. Right. So I'm gonna go to the first exercise here. Okay, we're gonna complete the dialogue. So number 1.
Is there a post office close out?
Close by. Okay? Close by. So remember, close by, nearby. That means near here. Okay? Near here. Close by. Nearby, yeah?
Yes, it's just, yeah, it's just on the corner.
No.
In the corner. At,
Around. It's around the corner. Okay? Same meaning. So just round the corner or around the corner. You can say it about. Near here. 2.
so we
No?
no.
Pop in. Okay. We can say pop in or drop by. So that means a short visit. Okay? A short visit without any planning. Okay? So you pop in or you drop by. Okay? So you go. Usually we use this expression when you're talking to I see a friend, yeah? Okay, number 3.
Complicated messages.
It's difficult, yeah?
Yeah. Run.
Run, fast, ran. I ran into an old school friend yesterday. Okay, so I have a question for you. So if you run into someone, do you have a meeting with the person?
If you run,
Okay, so if I tell you, I ran into a friend. Yesterday I ran into a friend. Did I have a meeting with this friend?
I think that yes.
No, I didn't. So that's the idea of run into. So if you run into someone, it means you don't have a meeting, you don't have any plan to see a friend, but you meet the person. Okay?
Okay.
You could also say bump into. So you bump into someone or you run into someone. Okay? So for example,
Run into is not planification.
exactly. So there is no planification, there's no meeting. So it means you meet someone by chance. Okay? Okay, number 4.
Were you expecting cold weather?
Weather.
Yes, but it turned out not to be what you want.
Yeah? So turn out to be blah 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 blah. It means in the end. Okay, and of course you don't have any expectation. Okay? For example, let me give you another example. I thought Mary was British, but she turned out to be American. Okay, so this was my expectation, this is what I thought, and this is the reality. Okay, so we use this expression when you talk about the difference between reality and expectation. Okay, all right, number 5.
Did you go to the beach? No, we. And out. And out.
Past.
Ended.
Ended up. Ended up. Okay. For example, let's see if I can explain this to you. So I didn't have any money, so I ended up sleeping on a bench. Okay, so let me show you what a bench is. So that's a bench, okay? So this means in the end I had to sleep on a bench, okay? And we use this especially when you talk about a place. And again, there was no planification. It just happened like that, okay? Number 6.
Did you have a nice day? Yesterday.
Look at this. No? Out. A day out. Yeah?
Okay.
Number 7.
Have you been to the jazz coffee?
No, not coffee.
Yeah.
Cafe.
Cafe.
Okay, remember, coffee is this. So this is coffee. Cafe is the place. Okay?
Uh-huh.
It's cafeteria in Spanish, yeah? Alright.
Yes, it's not really my cup of tea.
Yeah. So that means, yeah? Not my cup of tea. I don't really like it, yeah? 8.
I got nowhere to stay tonight. Oh, that's okay. I can. Pop.
Put. Okay. So, if I put you up, so imagine I say, I'm gonna put you up tonight. Are you going to sleep in a hotel?
No.
No.
I
Where?
sleep my friend. With
No,
my
you sleep
friend's
in
house.
my house because I tell you I'm putting you up. Okay? So if I say I'm going to put you up, that means I'm gonna give you a room or a bed and you don't need to go to a hotel. Yeah?
Oh.
Okay. Let's see if you remember. Do you remember this? Let's try one more time. So how often do you have an early night? Okay. Number 2.
How often do you eat out?
Number 3.
Do you normally go halves when you go out with a friend?
Number 4.
Are the restaurant just round the corner from your house?
Home. 5.
Home. How often do you put people up for the night?
And 6.
When was the last time you have a night out?
Wonderful. Okay, so I want you to answer. We're gonna start with this one. So this is gonna be my question for you. When was the last time you had a night out?
The last Saturday.
Last Saturday.
La última noche fuera, ¿no?
Last night. Yeah, last Saturday. Okay, where did you go? Where did you go?
I had a dinner with my friends in the center of Valladolid. in a restaurant, Ponientes Brasseria. We had dinner, some jam. Jam era jamón, ¿no?
Ham.
Some ham and one beef, chuleta or
with
chuletón.
Steak. So you ate out. So you ate out
Yes.
at a restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, wonderful. Okay. With number 5, I'm gonna change a little bit. Okay, when did you last put a friend up for the night? So when did you last put a friend up for the night?
Vale. Friend up. I don't remember.
No? Okay. No problem.
I don't remember.
Okay. How often do you eat out?
I normally 1 or 2 nights in week.
Okay, once or twice a week. Once or twice a week. Can you say it again?
Once or twice a week.
Yeah, once or twice a week. Once or twice.
Once or twice a week.
Okay. When you go out, do you go half or you pay the total price?
I don't remember the means of go half.
Okay, go house means you pay 50% and your friend 50%. Okay?
I normally I go house with my friends.
Wonderful. Okay, shall we finish for today?
Yes, because
Good
I
job.
have
Buen trabajo.
Okay.